So the story is a friend calls me for a job. Of course, then I was hustling. Yeah, I was looking for a hustle here, a hustle there. Even. So a friend calls me and tells me there is this job that imepatikana, you come and try it. So what I was supposed to do is this. I was supposed to kuzungusha pampers. Yeah, unapeleka pampers kwa duka and then you see kama watakubali kuzichukua kuuza. You know, unachukua pampers from, I think it's from the main place, and then you take them to duka sasa. Yeah. So of course nikasikia hiyo, nikasema well, nika pass on, nikasema nyewe hii job nikasema tu I'll pass. Yeah, I just said I'll pass. And I know some of you are like, mchagua jembe. Personally, I also believe you should mchagua jembe si mkulima. I believe if you are hustling, you should not be choosy. Don't be choosy. But the thing is, I know myself. Kuna vitu sijuangi kufanya. There are things I'm not good at. When it comes to convincing someone to do something, I don't think I'm so good in it. It's sunny kwa duka, I start convincing you should start taking these pampers now, because it's almost the same thing. It's like selling insurance. I tried selling insurance. Oh my goodness. I think I was like the worst. I think I was like the worst employee then, because I didn't even sell even one policy, because convince Kenya mpaka ingie box. Trying to convince a Kenya to do something. Jamani, hustle, umengangana. My goodness, it's not easy. Si rahisi hivyo. So, I know myself, when it comes to such things, I'm not good in it. Sasa, nikasema hakuna haja. I told myself vizuri, hakuna haja nijipretend hapa ningangane niende na najua kabisa siwezani. So, this is the third and the last part of knowing yourself. Why you should know yourself. Again and again, sisemi chagua jembe, sijui ringaringa, sijui nini. No, if you're hustling, you have to start from somewhere, but know yourself. Kuna vitu you know you can do na kuna vitu you know you're so poor at. Sindio? That's just my thoughts. But the conversation continues. Creating an open environment for heart-to-heart conversations. Hello, kids. So, yeah, even if you think it's wasting your time, yes, this is the third part of know yourself, the third and the last part of know yourself. Kabisa, know yourself. Yeah, and as the story in the intro, but it's just like that. Me, I said no because I knew myself. I knew I'm not good in convincing people, because I'd done that. I'd done in selling insurance. I think I tried something of that sort, but it didn't go well with me. So this particular time I just knew I'm not good at, so I let go of that. But another opportunity came which I was good at. I took and I did, and I hustled, and it gave me some money here and there to just meet my needs. But the thing is, why know yourself? So that you can know your weaknesses. It is very good, it is very important to know your weaknesses. It can spare you so much. It can pay you so much uncalled for mistakes, uncalled for heartaches, uncalled for sijui nini. Know your weakness. For example, maybe okay, I like giving personal stories because anyway, there was this time when I was growing up, I was like, I want to become a nurse. I want to become a nurse. I didn't know. Personally, I don't have the heart. What nurses and doctors deal with. You sing all those ones. For me, I really applaud nurses and doctors because of what they see, all those things, the things that they see. So, but as life would have it, I didn't do nursing. I'm like, thank God. God, I thank you. I didn't do nursing. Not because nursing is bad, but because I think with the person that I am, because nursing enyewe, it requires some evil. Yeah, evil. Just like some people are telling me career, the one I'm doing, they're like, hey, me, I can't. You, whatever you're doing, hey, I can't. Not because whatever I'm doing is bad, but because it's not for them. Knowing yourself, maybe you have umepita, ukona A, The entire family is telling you go and do medicine, but you very well ndani ya moyo wako unajua guy Jehovah, you know kabisa you know very well you can't, hizo vitu zote you cannot handle, seeing small intestine, large intestine, duodenum, you cannot handle seeing all those stuff. But if you don't know yourself, go and do medicine. You go, unafika kwa mbele Jehovah nisi guy, mtoto wetu umepata una drop out of course, tunaanza kukushangaa, watu wanaanza kukusema ulikopi na ukukopi. It's just that you just need to know yourself. Yeah, know your weaknesses. It's the same thing. Maybe as it is, you cannot handle you cannot handle employing yourself. Yeah, as it is, sisemi you're not meant to be self-employed. Nasema maybe as it is currently, bado kuna venye you have not mastered financial, you're not so good in handling your financial things, you're not so good in book, record keeping, or things that you require to do a business, and also maybe you're not that financial capable yet. At the same time, I know kuna watu walianza biashara, they didn't have the knowledge, they didn't have these things, but they did it and they made it and they're still making it. See? But it all comes to knowing yourself. Maybe it can work for someone. Maybe it is you and your friend. Beshte yako anaweza employment and the self-employed. Anaisha employment aende self, watu wachanga nini, anaweza acha kukuwa employed aenda jiemploy mwenyewe and this make it. Wewe ukasahau uko na kashida mahali, ukasahau kuna venye pesa zikikuja mara ya kwanza, bado hiyo hapo unajisahau, wengi unakulanga tu pesa haraka, ukasahau kuna hiyo kitu inakusumbuanga. You decided acha mipeni de kabishi yangu, ukaenda ukacha employment, ukaenda ukakula pesa ya biz, ukajionia moto fire. So that's what I'm saying. Know your weaknesses. Ukisha put in place some of these things, you can go. But at the same time, kuna watu wameingia biz bila knowledge, bila chochote, lakini pia waliona moto na wakasurvive, so wakastand. So at the end of the day, know yourself, know your weakness. Is it your time? And as a Christian, pray about it. Don't go with someone's timing. Maybe for them, for your friend, God has told them, it has been made clear by God, it is the perfect timing for them to leave employment to go and being self-employed. But wewe timing, isi timing yako, unataka kudandia timing ya msee mwingine. You want to go with somebody else's timing, what God has purposed for them. It is the same thing with relationships. You want to get married because everybody is getting married. Is it your timing? Is it my timing? But your relationship tanchia hapo kwa sababu I don't feel like I have the grace to talk about it. But it's the same thing. Know yourself, know your weakness. Is it the right time for me to do this particular thing? Ukijua weaknesses zako, even if everybody is selling mtumba, you won't go and sell mtumba because everyone is doing it. Because you know very well, mimi sinanga tu nani stamina kukapo na ngoja customer. Ama unajua tu unaongeleshanga watu vibaya, yani uko tu na weakness ya unakonga na majibu hapa. So customer afanye mistake, akuja kuuliza hii top ni bei gani, apime, arudishe, asinunue. Wewe ni nani? You will show that customer. Atajua no, not in my shop, not here. Maybe, tuka hizo. And customer service or customer care is everything, especially in business. Unafaa ongeleshe customer vizuri. So maybe you work on that and then go into business. But the most important thing, pray about it. Is it your timing? Na kenye unaenda kufanya, is it within your weakness? Because at the same time I realize sometimes we challenge our weaknesses, just because I'm weak in this, I shall avoid it. I'll maybe try to face it, nini. But do you know yourself? Do you know that it's your weakness? Because unaweza kuwa you're struggling with something, kumbe you don't even know that's your weakness, and the way you're going about it is not the way you should go about it. Yeah, another good thing, know your strengths. Know your strength. Ukijua strength yako ni nini, watu wakifanya wewe unajua strength yako ni B, utakuwa na pia hiyo B strength, unaipea like 90%. Ajua wako ni 20% weakness, huku una wako ni 90%. So that way unajua umebalance, one and the same thing, just the benefits of knowing yourself. If there is anything I've learned in this year, it is knowing yourself. The benefits are overwhelming, and especially before you get into a relationship, you should know yourself. I should know myself. It is very important. My goodness, very important. Usipe mtoto wenyewe mizigo hai. It is good, lakini hiyo sijui kwa naenda hapo. Acha niachie hapo. Hiyo ni siku nyingine ama mtu mwingine atakuja tuongelelea hapo. But the benefits of knowing yourself. Another thing, you will know your struggles. You will know your struggles. You know, you cannot work on something that you don't know about. Maybe you have a struggle of what is the most common? Let me just go with the most common thing. Drinking. Okay, for a Christian, should even be struggling with drinking. Yeah, by the way, there are Christians who struggle with drinking. Maybe aliokoka kaba alikuwa na shida na but they're still working on it. Okay, maybe your struggle is backbiting. It even sounds funny, but maybe unapenda tu kuongelelea juu ya watu na umerealize hii kitu unapenda and I need to stop about it. So once you know it, now know the trigger. Ni nini na kufanyanga unataka kuongelea juu ya watu? Jiulize ni nini. Mtu akishaenda mahali akuulize how is so and so doing, hiyo ni trigger tayari. Hiyo ni trigger. Sofia anaendelea aje? Then the normal you, Sofia anakuambia siku hizi anatuonesha vituko. Ushaanza kupea necessary information. But ukishajua wewe uko na shida backbiting na trigger yako ni umeulizwa juu ya mtu, and here they are asking you how is Sofia, sema Sofia is doing good, full stop. Hata wakupesti aje, hata kama unajua kila mtu anajua ndo 411, watu wanajua wewe ndo unajua everything about everyone, so they come to you when they want to know about people, and then kesi kishakuwa kubwa wanasema yule backbiter. So ukishajua shida yako ni backbiting, unapenda tu kuongelea juu ya watu. Ukishajua tu kabisa this is who I am, this is my struggle, when they ask you say she's doing good, na sasa zile inakuwasha tu kuongelea juu ya mtu hivyo, because ushajijua, ushajielewa. Jipe shughuli, enda ulime, enda uoshe nyumba, enda ufue, just go do something. But how will you work on something that you don't know about? The benefits of knowing oneself. You'll be able to know your struggles, and then you'll be able to know the triggers to those struggles. What is it? The common one for nani? It's not fornication. Fornication. Okay, fornication. If you struggle with fornication, trigger ni being in a locked environment with the opposite sex. This one, it's causing same masturbation, something. If you struggle with that, I think it's the word. If you struggle with that, the most trigger inakwanga what we watch. If you're busy watching is of too emotional nini, they arouse you for no reason. If you know you struggle with that, you will know what are the triggers. Ile siku umewatch soap opera nyingine hapo, mtu mwingine za watch same soap na isimu affect, but wewe ukiwatch your soap hiyo siku unajionanga vituko. So once you know your triggers, you will avoid it. Let the whole world watch that soap, but because you care about your relationship with Christ, wewe utachana na hiyo soap, you will look for your own things to watch, you will go watch other things, you do other stuff because you want to work on yourself, you want to work on your relationship with God. But how will you do this if you don't know yourself, if you don't know your struggles, if you don't know the triggers to your struggles? The benefits of knowing yourself is so ziko tu mingi. I cannot list them all, but it helps you identify your strength, helps you identify your weaknesses, and helps you identify some of your struggles. And this way you can work on your weaknesses. You can also work on your struggles by knowing the triggers and avoiding those triggers, and also better your strengths. And at the end of the day, you get to build yourself in a holistic manner. And that's it for this series, knowing yourself. It's been 3 videos. In case you missed the first and the second, the link is down below. Check them out. Why we should know ourselves, even as Christians. But remember, as Christians, our first identity is in Christ Jesus. I am the righteousness of God. So even if you have that struggle, ukonayo, that struggle doesn't identify you, because why? You are the righteousness of Christ. It cannot change that the fact that you're the righteousness of Christ. But with that being said, you're working on it. But how will you work on it if you don't know the triggers? So that's it. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. Apple like Apple peer. You can also share it with a friend. Tell a friend to tell a friend, share it with a friend, with a friend, with a friend, with a friend. Yes, and I'll appreciate. Also, don't forget to subscribe and comment. I would personally want to know what are some of the benefits of knowing oneself. Talk to me. Let me hear what you have to say on this. What are some of the benefits of knowing yourself? It's windy. Gosh, forgive me, it's so windy. But thank you so much for listening. This is Heart to Heart with Connie. All this time you have been listening to Heart to Heart with Connie. Until next time, Shalom.